designed for keeping secrets in my head, or any space you can find. Glad to see that I can help make your life a bit easier. But have you ever thought of how I felt? You need to think about your behavior.
Yes, indeed. It is Wednesday. And abruptly, I cut off the music. Why? Because I can. This is simply Butch here, and welcome to another edition of Butch On Sports. This is Over the Hump Day, Wednesday, our annual edition in the middle of the week to give you some sports news that you can't get enough of. Yes, indeed. Let's have at it with some sports news that you, again, can't get enough of. The Detroit Tigers are playing tonight. They'll be playing the Cleveland Indians after getting their rear ends kicked in Tuesday night. They go after the Cleveland Indians again, hopefully for more favorable results here. On the other hand, Detroit star Miguel Cabrera had left the game yesterday against the Cleveland Indians with tightness in his left bicep. The Tigers' designated hitter looked uncomfortable while striking out in his first two at-bats on Tuesday night. The team announced the move was a precautionary measure, and Cabrera tore his left bicep on June 12th of last season and missed the remainder of the season. Right now, he's hitting .280 with 9 home runs this season, having become a full DH due to knee problems and other bodily misfunctions. And that's the way it is for the Detroit Tigers. They're going to make a decision on Cabrera, and it has not came yet from the Tigers brass. Will be playing tonight. My guess will be that he will not be in the lineup tonight, and hopefully they will find some reasoning or get some information very, very close to, giving us the exact of how he's going to be out for this matter. I guesstimate the series or maybe some extended time. Tigers were only trailing 4-0 when Cabrera left the game, although they got beat up very bad here. 10-something. Who knows? Detroit Tigers, it's sad to see what we're seeing as far as our hometown ball club there. But again, what can we do about it? All we can do is go down and cheer. The Houston Astros ace Justin Verlander, he got ejected last night at the game between the Tampa Bay Rays in the 6th inning. Verlander thought he struck out Tommy Pham with 1 out, and Houston was leading 9-0. Instead, the pitch was called a ball, and the right-hander yelled something to the home plate umpire, Pat Holberg. Pham, again, at that point, he got another pitch, and he doubled the center field, and Verlander really got hot as a firecracker. He yelled at Holberg at least 3 times before Holberg threw him out of the game. Pham reached second base on the particular hit, and justice was prevailed there. Verlander pitched 5 1/3 inning. However, with the huge lead Houston had, he did get the win in the game. He didn't have to work as hard. Just, it's happy times for Justin Verlander and the Houston Astros there. The rumor claimed that center Andre Drummond of the Detroit Pistons, who has a 28-plus million option on the free agency in 2020-21. It is guesstimated, and rumors are coming out here. Rumors, I want to state that he may opt out of that and go free agent. Now, a player receiving $29 million to play out his contract, and that's next year. The Pistons will have to pay him that amount of money. Would be foolish for him to do that. I would go ahead on, fulfill my contract, and knowing that my bank account is completely full, because if the Pistons don't win, ostensibly they can go back and say, well, he was a main cause for the Pistons to be where they're at, but we know that will be a lie until this season is played, and we'll see how, again, Andre Drummond fares out with the tuna players that the Pistons has seated around him. So we'll see how that particular rumor pans out. I don't believe it's going to go too far. Hopefully it doesn't, because it would be dumb for him to do that. $29 million for just one season? Come on, kids. Doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out what I'd be doing. Or you too. Talking about you fans out there. Detroit Lions have signed quarterback Luis Perez. They cut quarterback David Fowles, giving them another option behind Matthew Stafford. Now, Detroit made this move Tuesday, 2 days before playing their final preseason game against the Cleveland Brownies. Later that day, and this what really hurt the doggone fans, pretty doggone wicked here, the Lions released running back Zach Zenner. Now, I know he hasn't gave a lot to Detroit Lions, but when he has played, he's been very productive. Very productive indeed. It's a shame that he's been hurt majority of the 4 years that the Lions have had him. However, again, he was very productive when he played. He was still on special teams, which I and many fans disagree with him being there when he's almost about the best running back Detroit Lions have and the most consistent one as far as picking up yards. I mean, down and dirty, get up and grinding yards. Nothing fancy about the guy running and being a speed merchant, but grinding out yardage and giving the front line of the Detroit Lions a chance to beat the crap out of the opposition defensive line was gold in my books. He's going to get picked up by somebody. It hasn't been yet because we haven't gotten any word on it. But again, hopefully Detroit Lions kind of maybe flip the switch, pick him up off the line if he's not picked up by other teams. Pick him up and keep him. That will be a huge loss for the Detroit Lions, indeed, as far as them getting rid of him. Perez, on the other hand, he's a former Texas A&M Commerce standout who was on the Los Angeles Rams practice squad for the last part of last season. He's an undrafted rookie who was the Philadelphia Eagles during the offseason. However, he played for the Birmingham Iron, now the non-existent Alliance of America Football Conference. That was a conference early this year, started up, and they just flew away. They flew away. By the way, today the Detroit Lions sat down to hopefully a healthy luncheon at the businessman luncheon Detroit Lions set up, where they get ready with the Detroit Economic Club and talk about the season. That's an annual event. And now they're in Cleveland getting ready to play ball against the Cleveland Indians. Not the Cleveland Indians, but the Cleveland Browns. They will be Indians if they lose this year. I'm talking about the Browns. They're a very healthy and talented team. And I expect them to do wonders as well. They're going to do some good things here if everything goes as follows. And by the way, today, Detroit Lions have announced they have signed free agent running back James Williams. James Williams come from a luxurious team. But who cares? Got rid of Zach Zenner. I don't know where that move functions. Period. Also, the Detroit Lions announced today the addition of a new program they call the High School Game of the Week. Each week, the team is going to bring the Detroit Lions experience to a metropolitan Detroit high school sport or high school school. In the event, it will have appearance by legend current players, the Detroit Lion cheerleaders, and Rory, the Lion, will be on site for such activities as cornhole, putt-putt, face painting, and more. And also they'll give a chance to win some Lion tickets and some swag. Hopefully it's not a jersey that eventually they cut, but they'll be doing that as well. Lions will have on-site presence of 8 games this season that they'll be going to. Certain games on the 31st, they'll be downtown with the Novi Catholic Central versus King game. September the 6th, Trenton versus South Lions. September 13th, Utica Eisenhower versus Chippewa Valley. September 20th, Clarkston versus West Bloomfield. September 27th, Madison Heights versus Bishop Foley. Yeah, it's Madison Heights Bishop Foley against Royal Oak Shrine. I misworded that. October the 11th, Carlton Airport against Flat Rock. Downriver team, couple of them. That's 3 so far named. Salem against Plymouth in a barn burster. That's a rivalry that basically is Plymouth Canton there, all itself there. 3 high schools on one campus. What are you going to say? And on October 25th, Southgate Anderson against Allen Park. That'll be a neighborhood. They won't have to go far on that one there. It's Allen Park over there on Champaign Street, right off of Pelham. That'll be just like a 10-minute ride for them. That's the schedule. And, of course, the Kickoff Classic will commence this weekend, along with many other high school games around the state of Michigan. At the High School Kickoff Classic again on the 30th, Birmingham Groves versus Grosse Pointe South. Muskegon versus Warren De La Salle. That's a 7 o'clock game. The other one is a 4 o'clock game on Saturday the 31st. Detroit Catholic Central versus King. I mentioned again the Lions will be there dressing up the place there. Cass Tech versus Chicago Wendell Phillip Academy. That's at 4 o'clock. The other game, the Catholic Central Detroit King game, is at 1. They should be good, pretty good doggone games. I tell you what here, the Detroit will be very well represented on Saturday. And, of course, they got other football classics, too, like the Vehicle City Gridiron Classic in Flint there. Otisville, Lakeville versus North Branch. That's a 4 o'clock game. And Flint, Carmen, Ainsworth versus Port Huron. That's a 7:30 game in Flint. A lot of little specials and doodads for the first week of high school football is going to be had. And plus, that all gets started tomorrow, Thursday. Many teams will be playing their first game of the season starting Thursday, getting an early day off on Friday for their long weekend holiday extravaganza there. So be there, be square. High school football all this weekend. And of course, there's some college football trusting a couple of Michigan teams in the state. Michigan State will be taking on Tulsa on Friday night, and Michigan versus Middle Tennessee State on Saturday on the campus of the University of Michigan. And also, I might add, the Tulsa game is a visiting game for them as they visit Michigan State in East Lansing. So do it! Go see some high school sports. They could be doing a lot of little crazy little things, but they choose to do some good things. And hopefully you get out and support them. I met a young lady today who was playing reserve football. They call it sub-varsity. With reserve football with Lincoln Park. The girl is no bigger than a minute, but she's playing football. And hopefully I'm going to keep my eye on that particular young lady there, and hopefully maybe get an interview of her on the show. That's really exciting. I met her today on several occasions, and they had a little conversation with her, and she was hanging around the school, and lo and behold, she said, well, I'm waiting for football practice. I said, oh, you got a friend or something to participate? No, I play on the football team. My goodness. Well, good for you. And she was so excited. So excited. Like I said, she's no bigger than I don't know what here. I mean, she could be no more than 4 foot 10 maybe. Maybe not that tall. But she was so excited to go to practice and get ready for the football season upcoming for them. Really, it was a joy to have a chat with her there. Let's move on. Guess what, boys and girls? The AWE, or the All Elite Wrestling Ensemble, have their pay-per-view. It's called All Out. That will be at the Sears Center in Chicago, Illinois, this upcoming Saturday. Now, I say myself, we have talked about it, and Cody Rhodes and his wife Brandy participating in it, and Dean Ambrose, now John Motley, Chris Jericho, Kenny Omega. These are top grade A wrestlers, okay? And of course, Chicago is the home of CM Punk, which is not on the wrestling ensemble, but surprises could be had in this particular pay-per-view. It is available on your cable, so you can buy that there. Check your cable company for that. And you're just like me that just, might chicken out because it is a holiday weekend. You might want to take a look at the 1 hour, all buy-in pre-show, which is available for free on YouTube and FiteTV. 2 matches is going to be on there. It's Private Party versus Angelico and Jack Evans. And they have a women's Casino Battle Royale. Those will be 2 matches featured on that free pregame show. And then you get to know all the matches that's going to be part of that fine extravaganza of goodies. Fine extravaganza of goodies there. Really, that's going to be cool. That's going to be cool indeed. Oh, man. I can't get enough of that one here. I'm going to watch it and get a time. I'm going to make time for that there. Oh, boy. And that'll be a 1 hour show, by the way, before the actual pay-per-view event commences in Chicago this weekend. So WWE, which I saw that this week. And again, I sometimes can't understand There's storybook endings and beginnings. I rated both Raw and SmackDown a C this week. And I saw several matches on both ensembles, and I give it a C. Of course, the build-up is coming in for the King of the Ring thing, and Clash of the Champions is their next pay-per-view. How much they're going to get out of that, I don't know. But it's upcoming. It's coming very quickly, indeed. Oh, with that's about the end of this particular show on Butch On Sports. We cut it short there. The Tigers again, they'll be playing the Cleveland Indians in Detroit. That game will start around about in the area. Over respectable 7:10 this evening. We're doing our game show, or our sports show, Butch On Game Show. It should be a game show, as all the other goodies there. And I'm watching some, especially, I don't know. Lions will be making their cuts this weekend on Saturday. We'll have that ready for you on Sunday of some of the people that they kept. Maybe not so much the people that gave away or decided that didn't make the team there. But again, after that, they get ready for the season beginning. Unless after that particular Saturday, in less than 7 days. Yes, they'll be playing the Arizona Cardinals in Arizona on that particular Sunday after the Saturday upcoming. It's going to be wild and freaky season. I just know it. I don't know what to say, but anything. But as far as I'm concerned, that's the end of this show here, Butch On Sports. Butch On Sports can always be available for you, boys and girls, if you go to Butch On Sports on Facebook. Yes, Butch On Sports on Facebook. Give me a like on Facebook. Tell your friends about it. And do something good for yourself here. Check my sports show out. You can also check it out on Podomatic, .com. Or type in, when you get to the site, type in SIMPLYBUTCHTOO.Podomatic.com. You can do that on your desktop there, at the title bar. And it'll just show up on that page. Glory be here. Oh, boy. You can also check it out on the Game Sports Show. The Game Sports Show, definitely, you can check out Butch On Sports. It's on their mega page. The Game Sports Show.podbean.com is the address for that there, okay? And also, of course, this upcoming Monday, after the Sunday show, I'll be on we won't have no game, okay, because it's Labor Day, and they decided to take a day off to celebrate the holiday of us laborers, which you are too, boys and girls. So have a happy weekend. Be safe. You know the popos are out there, so don't drink and drive, and you don't have too much. Get home, stay home, and just do your thing. Whatever you want to do, but be safe. Please, and please, be safe. I'm out of here, boys and girls. Have a great weekend, and we'll check you out on Sunday.